My name's Johnny Ho, and I'm the CEO and founder of NZXT. I'm speaking to the community today because I'm acknowledging some of the conversations that have been happening on the internet. I want to make sure we address the concerns, ultimately take accountability for some of the mistakes we've made, but also provide clarification on some of these issues. I founded NZXT because I love PC games. I grew up around it. That was my life. I love PC gaming. I love the hardware behind it. And I also happen to love design. So I was able to put all three together. And it's really been my life's work and my passion. NZXT takes feedback seriously, and ultimately we wouldn't be here if we didn't listen to our community. A lot of the issues are very, very serious, and it's really important to us that we address each and every one of them. NZXT Flex was a concept we launched in partnership with Fragile in 2023. Beyond pre-built, beyond making building a PC easier, spent a lot of time just thinking about how do we continue to make this thing easier. And one of the ideas we've actually had for a long time was this idea of a subscription-based PC. And the idea is you can get in and try it out right away, right? With NZXT Flex, you could try for a month, and if you don't like it, you just return it back to us. Just going back to the founding the business and why we started NZXT in the first place, right? Reducing that interest barrier, my belief, is what's going to benefit everyone in this community, because the more people PC game, the more healthy this community is going to be, and it leads to all sort of good things for everyone. I want to acknowledge that we messed up. There are a few things we're going to do a lot better at NZXT. Having the Flex computers be called Player 3 Flex and having Players 3 pre-built being called Player 3 can create confusion on, am I going to get the exact same thing? And we're committed going forward to making sure the distinction is very, very clear. That means changing the Flex naming and to move the player naming out of the Flex subscription. So there's absolutely no way you can be confused that it's subscription versus a pre-built. I want to acknowledge also that there are ad campaigns out there done that were not factual, didn't represent the actual program, calling out ownership when it really is a rental program. Ultimately, it's on us, right? Because we went out and ran these campaigns, and it's why we pulled them all down. And we need to do a lot better. I think there are some misconceptions, and I want to be able to address all of them here. We would never increase the subscription prices on a customer after they start a subscription. The only instance we've done that is when we've been required by the state to start charging state taxes. And even in those instances, we've given people early notice so they can make a decision that if this is something they no longer want to subscribe due to the rising costs, they have an opportunity to cancel. Another misconception is around the constant changes of our hardware specs. You have to first understand that the Flex program doesn't give you fixed specs. When it comes to the availability of PC parts, it's hard for us to control when NVIDIA or Intel, AMD decides they're going to eat all apart. So sometimes we don't have more supply coming in. So in the midst of that, we actually have to change the specs of our PCs. So to get more into Flex, I wanted to mention a couple other things that people may not know. You cannot subscribe to Flex unless you're 18 years old. And Flex isn't about ownership. You do not own the PC. Flex also offers upgrades every 2 years, and there really is low commitment. You can cancel at any time. So yeah, subscribing to a PC might not be for everyone, but I think there's a real use case for it. For example, you're starting your career as a streamer, and you're not sure if you're gonna be streaming for a long time. You can return at any time versus spending a lot of money on a PC that's powerful enough to power, stream, and game at the same time, right? You've never PC gamed before and you want to try the best experience. You've been on a console or whatever, and you're not ready to drop a lot of money on PC game. This is another way for you to try it. There's just so many use cases that we've seen that was a surprise to us that we learned, and clearly people are finding the value behind the subscription program because the customer satisfaction surveys tell us people love it. Right? People really, really enjoy the service. Let me be absolutely clear. We are not in the business of selling your data. Every Flex PC that comes back is fully wiped. Just so there's reassurance, we're taking it one step further by updating our legal language to ensure that we will never, ever sell your data. Ultimately, Flex is one of the many options to PC game. You can use now portable gaming machines. There's cloud services. You can build your own desktop PC. You can get pre-built. You can get the pre-built customized. Flex is now another way to experience it through a way that's lower commitment. You don't own it, but you definitely get to experience PC gaming. In NZXT, over the 20 years, we've always been proud of our ability to adapt and learn as a company. It's part of our culture, and with what's happened over the past couple of days, it's clear to me that we still have a lot of learning to do, and this is a moment and opportunity for us to grow as a company. I might have not touched on all the topics in this short video, so it's why we've created a blog where we will deep dive into even more topics and provide more context. We will continue to update it if there are issues that we weren't able to address. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me, and really appreciate the community.